Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sukhmeet Bedi and today we'll be talking about the energetics of glycolysis. Now what is glycolysis? It's a pathway of breakdown of glucose to yield energy and its site of occurrence is the cytosol of the cell. So there are two types, the aerobic glycolysis and anaerobic glycolysis. Aerobic glycolysis is one which occurs in the presence of oxygen. And it is aerobic glycolysis is a set of reactions in which one molecule of glucose, it breaks down to produce two molecules of pyruvate, two molecules of ATP, two molecules of NADH and two molecules of water. And net ATP production during this one process of aerobic glycolysis is 8 ATP. For this, we need to know the various steps, when is ATP being produced and when is it being utilized. So let's talk about the steps and the ATP production during these steps. Now in first step, what happens? Glucose is phosphorylated to glucose 6-phosphate. Here 1 ATP is being utilized. And this process occurs in the presence of enzyme hexokinase. Second step, the glucose 6-phosphate, it gets converted into fructose 6-phosphate, which is an isomer of the glucose 6-phosphate. In the third step, what happens? This fructose 6-phosphate again gets phosphorylated to form fructose 1,6-biphosphate. In this step, another molecule of ATP is being used. So till now, 2 ATP molecules have been used. Now in next step, what happens? The enzyme aldolase, it splits fructose 1,6-biphosphate into two different molecules. One is dihydroxyacetone phosphate, another is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Both of them are 3-carbon compounds now and they are interconvertible. Now what happens? This dihydroxyacetone phosphate, it rapidly converts into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and we are left with two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, now it gets converted to 1,3-biphosphoglycerate and during this reaction NADH molecules are being produced. 2 NADH will be produced. Now one NADH molecule, when it enters the ETC chain, it produces 6 ATP molecules. And one NADH molecule, when it enters the ETC chain, it produces 3 ATP molecules. So 2 NADH will produce 6 ATP molecules. So in this step, 6 ATP molecules are being produced. Now next step is when 1,3-biphosphoglycerate, it gets converted to 3-phosphoglycerate. Here 1 ATP is being produced because 1,3-biphosphoglycerate is a high energy compound and it gives its energy to ADP to form ATP. Since we have two molecules of 1,3-biphosphoglycerate, so 2 ATP will be produced. Now this 3-phosphoglycerate, it gets converted to 2-phosphoglycerate, which is an isomer. Now the 2-phosphoglycerate gets converted to a very high energy compound, phosphoenol pyruvate. And during this step, 2 molecules of water are being released. Because again we are having 2 molecules of 2-phosphoglycerate. Now we have 2 molecules of phosphoenol pyruvate which will give away their energy to the ADP to yield 2 molecules of ATP and pyruvate will be produced. So now during the second half you have seen 6 molecules of ATP have been produced once. Then during 6th step 2 molecules of ATP were produced, 6 plus 2, 8. And then during last step again 2 molecules of ATP were produced, making 10 ATP. So 10 ATP have been produced and how many have been used or utilized? 2 during the first step and during the third step. So what is the net ATP production? 10 minus 2 is equal to 8 ATP. So during aerobic glycolysis 8 ATP are being produced. Now what happens during anaerobic glycolysis? Anaerobic glycolysis is one in the absence of oxygen. Now this pyruvate, Now we talk about the anaerobic glycolysis. Anaerobic glycolysis is one which occurs in the absence of oxygen. Now we have two molecules of pyruvate in the end. These two molecules of pyruvate, in the absence of oxygen, they will get converted to two molecules of lactic acid. So the pyruvate molecules will be reduced to lactic acid, and during this reaction what will happen? NADH will be oxidized to NAD. So two molecules of NADH are used over here. So 2 molecules of NADH is equal to how many ATP? 6 ATP. So 6 ATP have been used. So now during anaerobic glycolysis, net ATP production what it is? We were left with 8. Now from 8 we will subtract these 6 and we will be left with only 2 ATP molecules produced during the anaerobic glycolysis. That is all regarding the energetics of the glycolysis. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. If you have any doubts, you can leave a comment in the comment box. Please subscribe my channel so that you can watch all the other biochemistry videos also. Thank you. Have a nice day.